Even if Russia didn't make it to these World Cup finals, there's a sense of excitement about the potential for its bid to host the World Cup, the like of which hasn't been seen here for a long time. 2018 looks like being Europe's turn to host the tournament, and the Russian plan has been described as remarkable by the head of FIFA, Sepp Blatter. The bid, contained in 3 huge books, makes War and Peace look like a quick read. Could this finally be Russia's time?
The guarantees of our government is enough to prove that all the stadiums and all the infrastructure will be built. Additional advantage is that this infrastructure will be absolutely brand new, built according to most contemporary standards, and it's going to be nothing short of spectacular.
The Russian bid was certainly helped by an enormous gaffe committed by the head of the England bid, seen as the other favourite. He had to resign after making unfounded claims that the Russians were involved in an attempt to bribe referees at this World Cup, at once damaging the England bid and offering Russia some unlikely moral high ground. It's an opportunity they're exploiting as much as they can.
As things stand, this is the only stadium Russia has that's fit for purpose in World Cup terms, although given the fact that the Russian government wants to support the bid with anything between $6 and possibly $10 billion worth of investment in things like better roads and more hotels outside the capital, it's easy to see how Russia could host a good tournament. The truth is, though, that decent stadiums don't win you a World Cup bid. Other countries' support does.
This analyst says Russia has isolated a certain group of countries who it hopes to persuade by offering economic opportunities in return for support. World Cup politics, it seems, have layer upon layer of intrigue.
Well, the countries specifically that Russia have been targeting have included Spain, Trinidad and Tobago and Switzerland, traditional borderline countries. Economically, Russia is looking to open up some new joint ventures in Russia and also perhaps help some of the businesses in those particular countries in any way that they can.
And with economic muscle comes political will. For the elite in Moscow at the highest levels, hosting the World Cup would imply power, status and ultimately international acceptance.
All Russia's rivals in the bidding process are extremely concerned about the power of the Russian bid. Not only the financial resources which they could put into infrastructure and so on, but also the political strength and the political will which comes right from the top.
The theory is that economic development should be the reward for winning a World Cup bid, and outside Moscow, Russia certainly needs it. This country is nothing if not determined to continue its rebirth as a world power, and the World Cup would provide that more than almost anything you can think of. If doing business deals to win support is what it takes, then Russia has every chance. Laurence, Al Jazeera, Moscow.